Hello boys, welcome back to One's Model Aircraft. This is an inbox review on the Eduard 132 scale BF109-E1. I did do an inbox review on this video the other day, but the video was too big, so I couldn't do it. So I had to restart it. So I have had a look on the box. The decals say 2010, but the actual kit itself doesn't actually say anything. It's the pilot was Hans Trorloft, JG77, Julesburg, Germany, September 1939. And there's the paint scheme. There's only the one paint scheme. The colours are in GSI hobby colours, which I have converted. Obviously you've got your dark green, which is 91 in Humbrol. It is XF27 in Tamiya. Then you've got the lighter green, which is dark US green, which is XF65 in Tamiya, and it's 116 in Humbrol. Right. Yeah, so that's all what's on the box. Really doesn't really say a lot. I'll go through this. Right. I've had a quick look. The canopy parts are absolutely crystal clear. You can see through them. I can actually read the writing on my glue bottle through them. Really clear they are. Look how clear they are. As you can see like the prints on the palm of my hand through it. They're really crystal. Absolutely crystal clear. Look, you can even see the detail on my green mat. Look through it. I think these are the best canopy parts I've seen to date. So that's the clear parts, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces on there. One's the gun sight. They come in a bag with a thing on it, so there's no staples or sellotape. There is 6 screws, I think there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 6 screws, and there's 2 screws in each bag. These ones come with a self-adhesive sticky thing, so you can put them back down when you're finished. Right, let's have a look. Details okay. There is some decent detail on them, but some of the new tooling, Airfix stuff, the detail's really good, and it's really paid off what Airfix have done, because they're actually starting to go in front of some of the older brands. There's that there. There's some of your flaps there. Some more flaps there. It's not flash on it. It's like where the mould is set in like a swirl sort of pattern on it, but there's no flash as such. Engine, you can actually put the engine in, or you don't have to put the engine in on this one. Nice detail on this. This is the sort of gun casing on top of the engine for the MGs. There, some nice detail on that. And obviously that's the engine casing for the engine block that goes on the top. All these little details. Go. So why every time I do these reviews, I always go really quick. Nice detail on the MGs there. Back in the bag afterwards. This kit only cost me £18, so for a 132 Eduard kit, £18, it's an absolute steal. It really is. There's a cockpit part there. More instrument panels. I think that's for the seat. Back of the seat. There you go. Little bonus with this kit, it actually comes with side walls for the inside of the fuselage, and they're quite detailed. When it decides to focus. And there's the other one. Joystick. Wheels have got nice tread on them. We're on to the last bag of screws now. The fuselage and the wings. Right. Nice panel lines there. If there's any interior on it, no, because you have to stick the interior parts on, don't you? Reserve fuel tank, which apparently the BF109-E1 when it came out didn't have a fuel tank on it, so if that is true, which I did see in a read up, I won't put it on. There's the cowling. That's where your MGs, 2 MGs sitting there. There's some nice detail on this. Crisp. A few little marks on it, but I don't like. But there's no burrs on it or anything. Now we're on to the undercarriage of the wing section. I don't know why it's like a greeny brown colour. I don't understand that. But nice detail on there. See? Alright, and then we've got the upper side of the wings there. I was speaking to a UK scale modeller, and apparently you could do this kit in a Spanish version if you wanted to. You can get the decals for it. But I do quite like this version on here. I just quite like it, and I don't think I've seen one BF109-E1 from 1938-39 in those colours at all. It's quite a rare kit, really. I'll show you the decals, and there's a Brucey bonus with these decals, which you'll see in a minute. There's the decal sheet. Nice and thin. They are, I think, the chorograph, and it says 2010 in here, but I don't know if that's when the kit was made as well. I doubt it, but yeah, you get your SWAT stickers because a lot of kits don't seem to have them these days because of all this silly racial discrimination garbage. At the end of the day, it's just a sticker what's on an aircraft or a tank, and it's just part of history. That's it. I don't know why such a big deal. I know what the symbol represents because I'm into history and war films and that, so I know what it's about. But at the end of the day, it was 75 years ago now, and it's just part of a detail on a military vehicle or aircraft. So I don't see anything wrong with it. As long as you're not flying a Nazi flag around the street, that's completely different. Yeah, nice decals. There isn't a decal for the cockpit, but there's that much detail on the cockpit mould itself. You can do a bit with it. So that's that. Instruction. I've never done an Eduard kit before. The instructions are quite straightforward, really. I'll do some pictures of these instead of showing them. There's not many stencils, decals on it. It's black and white as well. The Civics that I'm doing at the moment, it's taken me a while because there's about 160 decals on it, and I've nearly finished. I've done the top side. I've done all the reserve fuel tanks. I put all the decals on there. There's decals on the reserve fuel tank brackets and the gun pod brackets and the gun pods themselves. I've got to put decals on those, and I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10 decals just on the one reserve fuel tank, and obviously there's 2 of those, so that's 20. Then on the gun pods, there's 3 decals on each of the gun pods. So there's quite a few decals, and I've nearly finished it now. I've just got the undercarriage to do, and then I can weather it then. Right then. That is the inbox review on the Eduard BF109-E. I recommend the kit for a 132 Eduard kit, what's got some nice detail on it for £18. You can't go wrong. You can't. Yeah, you can't go wrong for that price, so I do recommend it. Doesn't say any skill level on it, so. But the only hard part I'd say about that aircraft is if you're building the engine, to be honest, because you've got to make sure the engine fits in the right position, otherwise the cowling won't sit flush. Frankie was on about that with the 124 scale Hurricane, and he's got a tip for that. There's quite a few people who've built that 124 scale Hurricane and they've had problems with the cowling and the engine not fitting properly, but there's a certain way you do it, and if you do it in that way it will go down. Right guys, I'm using micro set and the micro solution, these two here, but I still seem to get a bit of silver in on some of my darker paints, which I've got a little bit on the Civics in, and it sort of spoils the good paint job I've done on it. So I bought some 2 bottles of Mr. Setter, which is supposed to reduce silver in, so I'm going to use the Mr. Setter with the micro solution and the micro set, and that should get rid of 99.9% of it, hoping anyway. That's it guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon on my next video. Bye bye.